Churchill Downs is preparing to restart races at the historic track following a really difficult spring meet.
Yeah, you might remember that 12 horses died between April and May, and now we have the results of the Horse Racing Integrity and Safety Authority's report. Jim Stratman is going to join us live to break all of this down right now here in the studio for us. Jim, with a lot of questions still here this morning.
Yeah, and there was one big question that we wanted to have answered with that report, and that was what led to the deaths of those 12 horses during the last spring meet. And the hard truth is that report, well, it didn't really give an answer that many people were looking for. The Heisler report said that there was no one cause that could be linked to these deaths, no commonality at all. There were different types of injuries that happened on different parts of the track, different surfaces. Nothing could point to one specific factor. Now, we do know that earlier this year, Churchill Downs retested their surface after those deaths started and concluded that the track wasn't to blame. And that report confirmed that. Churchill has since invested in new sifting equipment to try to help maintain that track surface moving forward.
I think the rock issue has been dealt with and is not cannot explain the injuries that happened at Churchill.
We also note through that report that veterinary records and necropsies didn't show any patterns either. All the drug tests for banned substances came back clean as well. HISA CEO Liz Lazarus said that these deaths are still extremely concerning, and there will be ongoing conversations about things like breeding. More investigations are possibly going to be forthcoming. In fact, she's saying that everything is still on the table. Eric, Grace?
Good updates. Thank you so much. We have an update as well from Churchill Downs because racing is going to return there tomorrow for the 2-week September meet with some changes. In response to the horse deaths, Churchill says it's purchased new maintenance equipment to test the track surface more frequently. It's also adding resources to the veterinary team and establishing a new safety committee to address concerns and ways to improve.
Police have made arrests in 2 separate deadly hit and runs on Dixie Highway. Louisville Metro Police detectives arrested 28-year-old Colin Taylor Tuesday afternoon on charges of leaving the scene and failure to render aid. He's expected in court this morning. A crash happened last Friday on Dixie Highway near Bernheim Lane. According to court records, Taylor turned himself in and admitted to killing 19-year-old Derek Wright Jr. by hitting him. Police say Wright was hit while trying to cross the street. A small memorial was now set up in that location.
And Shively police say surveillance video helped them track down this man, Joseph Martin, after a deadly hit and run at Dixie and Crumbs Lane Sunday night. Detectives say Martin admitted to hitting Demetric Danzy and to using meth and drinking alcohol just before the crash. He's charged with vehicular homicide, leaving the scene, and driving without a license. Danzy was just 26 years old. WHAS11's Ian Hardwitt spoke to his family as they reflect on his life.
I want my family and myself to move past this tragedy, to be able to smile every day without crying, because it's always been constant tears.
It's like we'll just bust out crying all of a sudden and then I'll just start laughing. Remember that time when D did X, Y, and Z, you know, or...
On Sunday night, Demetric Danzy was crossing the street at Dixie Highway and Crumbs Lane when a driver hit him. Demetric's family says, even at age 26, he brought them joy, as he always did.
Always laughing, joking, dancing. He thought he was a rapper. One thing he gonna do is ask you for $1.
Among several titles, lover, hustler, rapper, his mother calls him a fighter too. Born with Down syndrome and digestive issues, Danzy required a feeding tube and colonoscopy bag until he was a toddler. Then he had open heart surgery, but was proud of the scar.
God gave him to me, blessed me with him. I always say he was my blessing. I have 7 children, and I love all of them. But he was my blessing. He was my special baby. And again, I wouldn't have changed it for nothing in the world. I'm so hurt he's gone.
Danzy's father feels the hurt too and tells me the neighborhood shares the love for his son.
He was loved by everyone in this area. He worked several little spots, cleaning up, taking out trash.
With an arrest made, the family's thankful for Shively Police Department's efforts. It's brought them a step closer to healing, a leap ahead of where Wanda Dryden expected.
But I just thank God, in Jesus' name I thank God that they got this man.
Ian Hardwitt, WHAS 11, on your side.
The family has set up a GoFundMe to help pay for funeral expenses. If you'd like to help them out, we have a link in this story on WHAS11.com.
A man is in custody this morning after police say he seriously injured an elderly woman while stealing her car. This happened on at a Thornton's in St. Matthews back in July. LMPD officers arrested Dwight Bailey Monday after identifying him through surveillance video at the gas station near the Shelbyville Road Plaza. Investigators say the woman parked her car at the gas station and left it unlocked while she went inside. That is when police say Bailey got into the car. When that woman confronted him, police say he refused to get out, put the car in reverse, and then knocked her down with the driver's side door. Bailey is charged with robbery and assault. He has pleaded not guilty.
And we've learned the name of the man who died in an early morning crash on I-65 in southern Indiana. You might remember we showed you this image first on GMK yesterday. Indiana State Police say 55-year-old Matthew Campbell died after being hit by a UPS truck. Investigators believe the crash started with an air conditioner falling off of a flatbed truck. Campbell, in his own car, then hit the air conditioner. Shortly after, a UPS truck driver tried to avoid hitting Campbell's stopped car, but he hit Campbell as he was getting out of the vehicle. UPS said it's working with local officials on that investigation.
We also have an update this morning on the LMPD officer who was shot in the line of duty last week. Officer Brandon Haley is now off the ventilator. In a post on the LMPD's Facebook page, Haley's family says he's recovering and starting to act more like himself. They say they're taking his recovery day by day. Officer Haley was shot last week while conducting a traffic stop in the Chickasaw neighborhood. Investigators say the shots were fired from a nearby house. So far, no one is charged directly with the shooting.